morning to you laddies, my name is Jacksepticeye and thank you so much for 650 million subscribers. No, but seriously, thank you, really, for 12 million subscribers. Fucking hell, how? This year is an absolute craze fest. I'm gonna invent that word and use it for this scenario. Like, holy shit. A minute into the vlog and I've already cursed twice. Good old Jackaboy! The growth that the channel has been getting over the last, like, not only the last year, but the last 2 years, the last, like, start of the channel has been bananas. I can't wrap my head around. It's gone to a point where it's so way beyond my comprehension that I have no idea how to think about it anymore. Like, when you think about it, it's like 12 million. Everyone says, like, yes, that's a lot of people. But, like, seriously, just sit and think about it. 12 million individual people have clicked subscribe on a YouTube channel. What the hell? God, there's a fly going around. What the hell? That's insane. Like, 12 million people. I don't know what 12 million people looks like. Has 12 million people ever been in the same place together? I don't think they have. I don't even think 5 million people has been in the same place together, let alone double that. It's so crazy. Where did that fly go? I heard him whizzing past my ear. I can't believe I'm lucky enough to be able to do this, like, every day for 3 years. I had no idea. Like, when I started, I obviously had no idea that this was going to happen. I don't think many YouTubers who are in, like, the position they're in or get successful at it know that it's going to happen. But it blows my mind to think that 3 years ago I was, like, nothing. I was, like, literally nothing. I was non-existent. I was sitting in the cabin playing games and everything, and now this. Like, what? What? How? When? Where? Why? All of the words. I just, thanks. Thanks for being here and sticking with the channel day after day. I know there's some people who were on the channel at the start who are gone now, or some people from, like, the start of this year who are probably gone now, but just any of you who have stuck here for a while, just thank you so much for, like, believing in the channel that much to stick around with it. If you've just arrived as of this morning, thank you as well for being here. Thank you anyone who's just checked out the channel. If you've come along the channel and you thought, oh god, this is shit, at least you came by and looked at it, so thank you for that. It's just, I'm so incredibly grateful for what I have. And I need to remind myself of that, like, constantly. I don't want to become one of these people who doesn't seem like they're grateful for what they have, because I am immensely grateful for what I have and what I'm able to do on YouTube every day. For being able to do some of the things I get to do. PAX is actually going on right now. Is it? Yes! God. Like, PAX is going on around this time as well, and, like, I get to go meet more YouTube friends who do all this types of stuff themselves every day too. And that just blows my mind as well. It's because of you that you give me these opportunities to be able to do these types of things. And I can never, ever, ever repay the amount of support that people have showed this channel since it started. Like, 12 million people are here now. And I guess all I can say is thank you, and hope that I can show my gratitude through these types of videos and through the content that I make, and just keep making content every single day for people to watch, to try and make people happy. As I keep saying, if I can make one person smile in this entire planet from the types of videos that I can make, then I will consider it a success. I will consider it a job well done. If I can make someone feel less lonely, if I can bring someone's attention away from some of the hardships that are going on in their lives, or if I can just boost someone's mood even greater than it already is, then absolutely fantastic, because I know that's what YouTube has done for me when I sit down and make videos. That there've been times when I just sat there and I'm like, I don't want to make videos today. I just don't want to do it. I wasn't in the mood, something was wrong, something in personal life went wrong or something like that. But as soon as I sit down and I think about it and I start recording the videos, it makes me so much more exuberant. It makes me so happy. And to be able to do it every day, like, it's the reason I get out of bed to do anything. To be able to do something that you love all the time for millions of people is one of the greatest things that a person could ask for and be able to do with their time. So thank you so much. I'm going to try my best to constantly give back as much as the world and you have given me, and show how grateful I am for this type of stuff. I don't know if the channel is actually worthy of that, or if the type of content that I try to make is worthy of 12 million and all the support that it's been given. A lot of people would say that it is, and a lot of people would agree with me that it's not, but that's irrelevant. Whether it's worth it or not, I guess you could say it is if the channel has that. But that's irrelevant. What does matter is that I am absolutely grateful for what you have given me, for what the world has given me. Whether it's worthy of it or not, whether I'm worthy of it or not, is absolutely irrelevant. The fact that I love what I do and I'm incredibly thankful to all of you, that's what matters. But now, I'm gonna go off and do the thing that I set out to do, the way back thing. I'll probably explain it when I'm there, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna take a trip through the past into the channel. Flashback. I'm not putting in that effect, it's stupid. There's this site called the Wayback Machine. Actually, it's just web.archive.org. So you can search a URL. And I've put in Jacksepticeye so you can see that the channel has been searched 851 times. Or there's 851 snapshots of it within this. So this is 2016. We're up as far as August. So these are all the bubbles I can click into to go back and see what the channel was like back at a certain date. So a lot of people seem to think that the channel was... I started uploading videos in 2007. The channel was created in 2007. I went back and I made the channel Jacksepticeye back in 2007 because that's when I got internet. I was 17 when I got internet for the first time properly, like at home. So all of you who have it since your birth, consider yourselves lucky because it wasn't always like that. I had to use the internet in school, and then when I came home, there was nothing. I just played PlayStation and did my homework. There was no distractions or anything. I would be horrible in school if I had the internet now. But I only started uploading videos in 2012, the very end of 2012. I can't go back to 2012 and see it because there is none. I can only go back to 2013, and then there's only 3 at the very end of 2013. But 2013 was the year that I went back and I was like, I can't remember what date it was, but it was somewhere around March that I sat down and I was like, okay, I'm gonna upload 2 videos every day. I don't care if people watch them. I don't care, like, if they do well, anything like that. I was just like, I'm just gonna upload 2 videos a day because I want to see if I can do it. I'd seen people like Mark, I'd seen people like Felix do it, and some people had uploaded 1 a day, and I was like, you know what, 2 a day I think is doable. And I was in college at the time, and I was just like, you know what, it was the summer, actually, of 2013. I had gotten off for college, I think, or I was about to go into college. I can't remember. But September down here was when I was in college again. And I remember sitting down, I was like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try and see if I can do what these guys do because it's so awesome looking. Playing video games and recording them and just uploading them for the world to see and sharing that fun that you can have with the world. And sharing, like, trying to entertain people. Like, people can say whatever the fuck they want about the Jacksepticeye channel, like, he screams for views, he's in it for the money, whatever. It has never ever been like that, and I will fight anybody to the death who says that. Not really, but you know what I mean. I have always had decent morals when it's come to YouTube, and there are times here and there when stuff has gotten a little clickbaity, or I've uploaded something that I knew was popular or something like that, but it's never been for the views. It's always been like, okay, this thing is popular, I wonder will people enjoy this because they've enjoyed it everywhere else, so I'll upload it because that seems to be what people enjoy. It's always been about, like, what I enjoy versus what you guys enjoy and hitting that middle ground. It's like something came out and it was like, oh, that's popular, I want to check it out for myself. If it's good, maybe you guys will enjoy it, sort of thing. So back in September 2013, oh, this is around, like, the Felix shout out. The PewDiePie shout out. Okay, this is post PewDiePie shout out. So there's another thing people love to throw in my face all the time is that, oh, you got a shout out from PewDiePie. That's why your channel's famous. That's why your channel's popular. That's why you're a top YouTuber, kind of thing. I've gotten so many different things. Oh, Outlast. Oh, and I was uploading a lot of GTA. Yeah, 3 days ago. So 3 days after the PewDiePie shout out competition. That's when this is. And people love to throw that in my face now. It's like, you have 12 million subscribers because Felix gave you a shout out. And while Felix did give the channel a shout out, he also gave a bunch of people a shout out. It's like 10 or 12 people in that shout out. Some have also become very successful at YouTube and are doing really, really well for themselves. But like 75% of those channels went absolutely nowhere. They had a decent amount of subscribers already and they never went really any further because they didn't capitalize on it. They weren't into it as much. Like, at this time, I had already been uploading 2 videos a day. I was super into YouTube. the Felix shout out was like, it was like a peer pressure thing. A lot of people on the channel were like, Jack, Felix is holding a shout out, enter it. I was just like, okay, why not? And then, of course, it was picked out, fucking Vine video, subscribers over 9,000, Jesus. That was when you were celebrating like every 1,000 or something. And then, like, I always come back to the analogy for the shout out competition that, say the channel is a car. Felix's shout out was him reaching into the car and turning the ignition. It started the car, it got it going, it was ready to launch. And then I was the one who hit the accelerator and just kept that consistent speed on that accelerator, so to speak. That's like the best analogy that I can come up for with it. Because I'd already been uploading 2 videos a day. I thought the shout out wasn't going to stop that or start it or anything like that. It wasn't going to change anything. But I'd still been uploading like 2 videos a day after that. It was a lot of GTA 5, and after the shout out I was like, okay, I need to change this because people are going to lose interest very, very fast in the channel. But after Felix's shout out, the channel had 2,000 subscribers. After that, it went up to like 15k in a couple of days. Actually, let's see. Let's go to November then. 2 months after the shout out, almost 2 months after the shout out, the channel was at 16k. So it's not like a shout out from Felix, who had 26 million subscribers at the time, suddenly got the channel to 1 million subscribers. That's not how it worked. I was still working my ass off at the time. Yeah, you can see the channel had all changed, and I was doing a Battlefield 4 playthrough. People didn't really enjoy that at the time. I was still doing some GTA 5. This was back when Google Plus integrated with YouTube. So that's 2013, November. Almost 3 years ago. And my popular upload was still the Far Cry 3 video at 129,000 views. Oh man, good fucking times. I was so into YouTube. Don't get me wrong, I'm still way at YouTube. The Survival Hunter! Holy fuck, when was this uploaded? Oh, I can't view it. Doesn't have it archived. Oh man. Oh, good fucking times. Oh man. Let's go to like, so I'm going to be going through and like looking at the subscribers and like the series and everything, because it's the only way that I can kind of contrast the sheer like fucking the sheer support that everyone pumped into the channel over the last 3 years. And I like, don't get me wrong, I'm not doing this as like a self-congratulatory way, like, look how fast my channel grew. I am better than you. Because, again, I've always had decent morals when it came to YouTube. I've never been that guy who liked to show off everything. If I ever talked about numbers, it was always to try and, like, bolster the community or, like, show how proud I was of everyone's support or how thankful I was of everyone's support. So I still do, like, the milestone videos. Because it's not to try and, like, show everyone, look, the channel's at 12 million now. It's to be a celebration for the community, so to speak. And again, other YouTubers will look at that and go, no, I'm a YouTuber too. I'm cynical. I know how you're thinking. Because it fucking sucks in the current climate of YouTube, because it used to be a thing where there's still like a lot of YouTubers who care about views, who care about subscribers and all that, but it used to be a thing where they only cared about it to boost their own self-esteem sort of thing. Now it seems to be a thing where YouTubers all over the place are comparing themselves to each other. They turn to each other and they're like, oh, this person did this, but I'm gonna do it because I have more subscribers and I'm insecure about my channel, so I have to prove to the world how fucking great I am as well. And I'm not trying to bring this down or anything like that, and I'm not naming names or anything either, but there's so many channels out there who are trying to fire shots at each other all the time. Somebody does something, and then everyone's like, well, my channel has more subscribers than them, and I did that better, so I have to prove to the world that I do it better than they do. Where it's like, if you're really proud, or if you're really a decent person, you shouldn't have to show off to the world all the time how fucking great you are. Like some people saying like, oh, I made $1 million on YouTube doing this, this, and this. I'm so fucking great. Like, oh, it just pisses me off so much. Where did the fun go? Where did the fun in YouTube go? And now it's like the people who did do it for fun are slowly turning into that person where it's like, I have to prove myself to all these other YouTube people. And that's something that's kind of been getting me down a lot lately as well, is that, like, when I still make stuff for fun, I still do it, my priority will always be for you, for the people who watch the channel, for me as well. Like, I'm not going to play something that I don't want to play. I'm not gonna like pander just for views. If that was the case, I'd do a million episodes of Minecraft. I start playing Roblox because so many fucking people want me to play it. But it's not, I play stuff because I want to play it, and also because I think you'd enjoy it, and because I enjoy playing it. If I'm having fun playing a game, you'll go along with it. If I'm not having fun playing a game, then you'll notice immediately, and the series just won't go anywhere. So it's always been a case of doing what I love and doing what I think is fun. And I always take like lots of chances on series. You'll notice that I do so many different series, but for a while it'd been, the only people judging me for what I said, for what I did, was the people who watched the videos. Some people outside the channel would filter in and they'd watch it as well, and they'd be like, who the fuck is this loud guy? And that was fine. Like, they'd just find the channel randomly. It'd be in a recommended section somewhere, or it would trend, and then like they'd come in and they wouldn't know what the channel is. They wouldn't be used to like the shouting, the swearing, the accent, anything like that. So it's very, very jarring and obnoxious sounding when you first get in, but it's when you get in and you watch the channel for a while that you see there's more to it. Or at least I hope so. So I'm getting way off topic. I'll come back to this. But back then it was like the only people I had to worry about were the people who watched the content. These days, like, the channel has gone way beyond what I could ever imagine, what I could ever, I don't want to say control, because it's never been a controlling thing. Way beyond my imagination and my scope and my understanding. Because now there's a bunch of people who know the channel, like, completely far removed from the community, from the YouTube community itself. And they judge the channel so harshly. And there's other YouTubers who started to, like, see what the channel was, because a lot of them started to get, like, worried that the channel was, like, outdoing their subscribers, which is a really insecure thing to do. And I don't know, then people start shit-talking the channel, because it's like, there's so many other channels around now that think that success is shouting at games and playing the games that kids want to watch. And because they do that and they pander doing that, then we all get labeled as trash. We all get labeled as, like, somebody who watches, if somebody does Happy Wheels, say, on their channel for views, and they scream at it, and they know that it's going to get them a lot of views, and then they search around and they find the Jacksepticeye playlist, and then they see a guy shouting at Happy Wheels. Then they get the complete wrong idea and they're like, oh, this is a trend. Which, I don't know how to talk about this either. Because you just sound so arrogant whenever you mention it. You sound so pretentious. It makes you sound like you think you're above these people, which is not the case either. And it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because I can't be honest without somebody out there thinking that I'm being an arrogant douchebag. And that's like the fear of YouTube these days. And there's so many YouTubers as well who can't be honest because they think bigger channels are going to come down and shit all over them. And there's some channels out there who've made a name for themselves for speaking the truth. And, like, fair play to them. But at the end of the day, this is what it is. It's the Dark Knight dilemma, where you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That I have tried my absolute best to just do YouTube for fun, to never make it about views, money, anything like that for subscribers. Anyone who's watched the channel for any length of time knows that about me. But it doesn't matter because the channel has been around so long now and the channel has gotten so far beyond anyone's sort of grasp that people start shit-talking it anyway. No matter, like, what I do. I could still be the nicest person I could ever try to be on YouTube, but there's still going to be some people out there now who think I'm just a loud, screamy douchebag who does YouTube for views and money, and they think that I started screaming because it equals success. And that really gets me down. And I fucking hate that. Because it starts making you question everything you do yourself about YouTube. And it starts making you question your own confidence. Like, oh, I can't say this now because somebody's going to take it the wrong way. And so many people who, like, aren't even, like, they don't even like the channel, but they're around the channel anyway, and they just want to shit talk, and they just want to disrupt the community, they just want to bring me down, they want to bring the channel down, so they fucking nitpick every single tiny little thing that I say. And, like, 2016 on YouTube is a weird place, because you can't say anything without somebody taking it out of context, without somebody using it themselves to start reporting the news or start making drama about you. Just for their own personal gain. It had nothing got to do with, about, like, They take stuff out of context for their own personal gain, rather than seeing it for what it was, which was just like not thinking in the moment. Like I get so distracted by games, and I get so immersed in games, and I get so enthusiastic about what I'm doing that I don't think about what I'm doing. I've said some really stupid shit. Not like racist things or anything like that, or sexist things, but like playing No Man's Sky and saying, oh, I've never been in a solar system with the sun before. Like that kind of shit. Like, I'm not thinking when I say those things, but every now and then I'll say something that sounds bad when I don't mean it that way. So, and I'm sorry for trying to like bring this down and like exaggerating the video out, but it's something that's been on my chest for a really long time. And this year it's been so fucking weird. And don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people are going to turn around and go, Jack, don't listen to them. Don't listen to those haters. And yeah, that's good advice every now and then, but until you're like in that situation, you don't really know what that's like to say, just because I interact with stuff so much, and I interact with comments, and because I like to be self-aware about the channel as well. If stuff starts to go too far one direction, I start like reeling myself in, because I don't want it to go down a dark path. I don't want it to go in a really weird way, because if I stopped interacting with stuff, comments, or just like the internet in general, in regards to the channel, then I'd start getting an ego. I'd start thinking what I did was the shit, and it didn't matter what anybody thought about me. When really, it does. I do care what people think, because I want to do well. I don't want people to think I'm some, like, money whore douchebag who screams at stuff because he thinks that that's what kids want to watch, and kids watch YouTube videos a lot, and it gets me millions of views. So I like to interact with stuff a lot, so just saying ignore it is not that easy, because how can I ignore that stuff and still somehow get to the good stuff, or get to the real stuff? And the opposite end is just as bad, when people just praise you endlessly for no reason. Like, there's some people, I could go out and kill a dog, and there's some people on the channel who would still be like, well, maybe he had his reasons to do it. I was like, no, if I killed a dog, fuck me. Don't support someone who does something really, really super shitty like that. Of course, it's never going to get that fucking bad, but so there's some YouTubers out there who do something really, really bad, and people support them endlessly anyway because you like the channel. Like, think for yourselves. So that, like, I never want to go too far either side, because if you listen to the negativity too much, you become miserable. If you listen to the positivity too much, you become an ego-driven asshole. So I like to keep things real, keep things genuine, keep things honest and nice. Like, where the fuck did that go on YouTube? Anyway, good God, that was a rant and a half. So God, Lord knows how that's going to be taken. Anyway, let's get back into this. This is like, what year did I pick? 2014. So, what was the channel like at the start of 2014? 46k subscribers. Wow! The channel wasn't even at 50k then. Ah, it's Skate 3! Skate 3 started in 2013? What the fuck? That's nuts, yeah. And then this became my most popular video for a very long time. The Mirror's Edge Oculus Rift video. And that was when the Rift had come out, and I was doing a lot of Rift content because VR just baffled me. And I thought it was so super cool. And I wanted to share like that experience with everybody, to show everyone what VR was like, because not everyone could get a VR headset back then. And I just really wanted to like show off what VR was and the type of experience that it was. Skate 3 started back then as well. Happy Wheels was on episode 12. Fucking hell. The nipple ship. Kerbal Space Program episode 2. Eevee. Ah, Eevee, Skate 3, Happy Wheels, Kerbal Space Program. Fucking hell. So what was the end of 2014 like? Oh, 2014 was when the channel hit 1 million. Yeah, whoa. What? 46k to 2.3 million at the end. That's fucking bonkers. Yeah, I think it was around like the 21st of August that the channel hit 1 million subscribers. Yeah, wow, Draw My Life. I uploaded that as soon as the channel hit 1 million. Oh man. Good lord, Five Nights at Freddy's Part 3, the Ice Bucket Challenge, was the day before the channel hit 1 million subscribers. Oh man, it's so bizarre to go back and watch that. When did Happy Wheels start? Oh, Happy Wheels started in November 2013, because I remember thinking it's almost 3 years since Happy Wheels started. Ah, nuts! 1 million subscribers. It was such a huge deal back then. It still is a fucking huge deal. 1 million subscribers is a lot of people. And then it went from 1 million to 2.3 by December. Whoa. Now, 2015. Holy shit. 2015 is not only the best year that the channel will likely ever have on YouTube, but 2015 is likely the best year I'll probably ever have in my life. 2015 was fucking awesome. Because it was just, it comes back to that, the channel was growing and it was phenomenal. And I think it's like the biggest growth that the channel had ever. But this was the year that so many people found out what Jacksepticeye was. Had come onto the channel and just found it and started pouring in just masses and masses and masses. And there was so many awesome people filtering into the community, and there was just so many people like to interact with and to talk to and everything. It completely blew my mind, and I was just so focused. I was like, okay, there's so many people on the channel now, I need to just keep making videos to keep people happy. And I never broke upload schedule. I still haven't. I've been doing YouTube for, what, close 3 years. Yeah, I've been doing it for over 3 years. And like, since I started 2 a day, I've never missed an upload. Like, I think it's been 2 videos every single day. The only time I might have messed up is when the internet went down at my house back at the cabins, because the actual line got cut down from a storm and I couldn't upload. It was down for a week and I had to upload in college, and some of them like fucked up. It was back when I was uploading Crysis 3. But wow, so at the start of 2015 the channel was at 2.3, and at the end of 2015 7.9. What? And like, again, this isn't me trying to show off. This is me showing you the absolute sheer and utter insane support that you all poured into the channel, like, in a year. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, and like, this is the year Undertale was going on. When did I start uploading Undertale? I actually can't remember when I started uploading Undertale. You'd think that I remember all these things because they stick out in your head a lot, but no, YouTube is a huge blur because I can't believe so much time has actually passed. Is it in here? Is it in videos somewhere? Undertale? I didn't even think I started. Did I start it after Bully? No, I started... Jazzpunk was around the time I did Bully. When did I start Undertale? I need answers. There we go. October 2015. Wow. And like, as popular as Happy Wheels has gotten, Undertale is like just a fucking juggernaut of a series. And oh, that was like, that's gonna be a hard series to ever top. For me personally. I don't mean like views or like comments or anything like that way. It's just, that was one of those series that I got so into, and I fucking loved it so much. Let's go into 2016. The start of 2016. So we're like September now. 7.9 million at the start. 7.9 to 12 million before the end of the year. What is going on? How? I have no idea, like, how or why or anything. Jesus Christ. Don't get me wrong, 2016 is a fucking awesome year as well. A lot of great games that I've played this year so far. I don't know, YouTube is just so fucking fun. I've never done anything with my life that is as fun as YouTube. Dying Light the Following, Ori and the Blind Forest, yeah. The new Hitman started then, Paint the Town Red. Oh, man. But again, 2015 is like the year. Because that was like the happiest year of my life. It was so fucking cool. There was so many things happen. Not just like YouTube-wise, but like so many personal life stuff happened as well. And like 2015 was the first time I started going to conventions. 2015 was the first time I ever got to meet some people from the channel in real life. And that was like the craziest experience ever. Oh, so good. I'm gonna leave this here because I've been talking a lot. And there's not really like a whole lot that you can do to go through this, but it's so weird to go back and watch because some of those episodes I've gone back. I wasn't even like back in 2013, like at the PewDiePie shoutout. That's when I just started doing the top of the morning thing to you. I was still in the cabin back then. And it wasn't until 2014 that I moved, like, into this room where I am now. Man, it's been a fucking crazy 3 years already. And I have absolutely no intentions of slowing down. No intentions of stopping anytime soon. I am gonna, like, kick myself in the ass and just get so fucking focused for YouTube again. Not that I haven't been focused, but I don't know, all that stuff that I mentioned, like, in the middle, I need to stop letting stuff get to me so easily. Because, like, at the end of the day, I'm still a person. Just because I do YouTube and just because the channel is successful or anything like that doesn't mean I'm immune to shit. Doesn't mean you should come up to someone and start, like, throwing nonsense at them or anything like that. Like, and again, I've tried my absolute best over the last 3 years to, like, be nice, to be humble and modest about all of this. And to just, like, keep things genuine, keep things grounded, interact with people. I still interact with people on a daily basis all over the place. That has never ever changed about me. The way I record videos and my commentary and everything have probably slightly changed. Because 2015 is the year that I will always be compared to. That no matter when the channel gets up, that's the one when people, like, mid 2014 to the end of 2015 is what people consider old Jack. And that's what people will always go back to because it was like Skate 3, Happy Wheels, Escapists. Like all these like huge popular series were all in those years. So like people are always going to compare back to old Jack. But like that's the year when everyone found the channel. Well, a lot of people anyway. It's when like the most popular series were going on. But like I'm still the same person. I think I'm a better person. Back in 2014 and 2013, I was making like some really, really shitty jokes. And like making fun of different types of people. And like now, I'm completely not proud of that. I've grown a lot in those 3 years. I've become a much better person. Thanks to you. Like, all of you watching have made me a better person and helped me understand the world a whole lot more. And I'm a lot more mature than I was back then. But I think I've gotten better at this. I think I'm a better person than I was back then. So, again, I think people judge the channel unfairly sometimes. But still having a blast. There's still a shit ton of really nice people here, and I'm really, really thankful for that. So, thank you for being here. It really means the world to me. I have no idea what I'd do with my life if I wasn't doing YouTube, or if you weren't here to watch my videos all the time. Like, it's crazy. It's very easy to take for granted doing YouTube every single day and being able to play video games as your job. To be able to talk to a camera and do this and work from home. So I need to remind myself every now and then what all of this is and what all of this means and just how absolutely lucky and privileged I am to be able to do it. So thank you, and I cannot wait. This is actually PAX time. So I'm probably at PAX now. So a lot of you have probably met me in person by now. Yay! I demand high fives and hugs all around. Make it happen, people. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this, and thank you absolutely so much from the bottom of my heart for 12 million subscribers on this channel. You blow my mind all the time, and I'm absolutely indebted to you, and I love you guys so much. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face like a boss, and high fives all around. Thank you guys, and I will see all you dudes in the next video! 11 million subscribers! subscribers. That is an insane amount of people on the channel now. I keep getting surprised every single time. Like 10 million. Whoa, that's a lot of people. 11 million. What the hell? 12 million. My head's gonna explode soon. That was an emotional journey. That had ups, downs, rants, blessings, a whole bunch of shit.